Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to make profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account. Now these two accounts which I have already drawn the format of it. Remember student, this is new thing which you are going to learn in class 12. In the previous videos we have already seen how to make trading account, how to make profit and loss account and how to make balance sheet. All those three things were there in class 11. In class 12, these two things are new: appropriation account and capital account. So I want you to pay attention and learn it very clearly. And if you don't understand at the first attempt, replay the video, again you watch it to understand it. Let's see. Now, profit and loss appropriation account. First thing, why we need to make this. Now, appropriation word means we are going to appropriate, I mean to say, allocate profit among the partners by way of giving salary, by way of giving commission to the partner, by way of giving interest on partner's capital, or maybe any other reason. So what we do basically in this account, we show the distribution of profit. Now this distribution of profit among the partner is called appropriation. That's the reason we have named it as appropriation account. So as the meaning I explained you, appropriation means we are going to record partners' expenses and income in this account. I mean to say how income or profit will be distributed among the partner by way of giving salary to the partner, by way of giving commission to the partner, or maybe any other reason. Okay, let's see now. It's a very small account and very limited entries are there. If you see, there are 1, 2, 3 entries on the debit side. So there are 3 items which will be recorded on the debit side. Now why we are recording it on the debit side? Because these 3 things are expenses. These 3 things are expenses. So all your expenses you are going to write on the debit side. Tell me, interest on capital, it's an expense. Why? We are giving interest to partner on its capital. We are business, we are using capital money of partner. So when we use money of partner as a capital, we have to pay interest on the money which we are using. So when we pay, it's an expense. So interest on capital is an expense and we are sticking to our rule. What is our rule? Debit all expenses. Likewise, number 2, partner's salary. We are giving salary to the partner. Why we are giving salary to the partner? Because it may be possible that among the partner, any one partner is working extra hours. For working extra hours, we are going to pay him salary. So again, when I say pay, it is an expense, debit all expenses. Partner's commission. Now why to give commission to the partner? Because any one of the partner may be good enough to increase the sale of the business. If he is helping business to increase the sale, why not to give him commission? So among the partners, it was decided if any partner is helping to boost the sales of the business, why not to give commission? So we are giving commission to the partner who is boosting the sales of the business. So we are giving commission, we are giving commission. So it is an expense when we are giving debit all expenses. So all these 3 items are basically expense by nature. You are going to debit it. So only 3 entries which comes on the debit side. So student, whenever you make appropriation account, make it a small account because there are only 3 entries which is to be debited. On the credit side, you are going to record, this is the 4th item that you have, interest on drawings. Now, what do you mean by drawing? Drawing means any amount which is taken by the partner for personal use. So this money which belongs to business is being withdrawn by the partner for personal use. So if partner is using money, he will have to give interest to the business. So we are receiving interest on the drawing. So when we are receiving interest on the drawing, tell me students, it will become your income. It will be considered as income for business. We are receiving interest on the partner's drawing. It's an income. We are sticking to rule, credit all income and gains. So we are crediting it. So only one entry on the credit side. So maximum, how many entries are there in this appropriation account? It's a new account, student. You are going to make this for the first time in class 12, but it's very easy. Only 4 entries. 3 on the debit side, 1 on the credit side. All these 3 entries are expenses by nature, debited. Only 1 is your income, interest on drawing. So it will be credited. Am I clear with this? So only 4 entries. Now, when you record these 3 entries on the debit side, same 3 entries will be posted in partner's capital account. Now see the format of partner's capital account, students. You're going to make in this order. You're going to make 2 columns because there are 2 partners. It may be possible that in exam they may give you 3 partners. Then accordingly you make 3 columns in partner's capital account. Here I have taken only 2 partners, Mr. A and Mr. B. So you have to make 2 columns for 2 partners and particulars. Likewise on the credit side, particulars, Mr. A, Mr. B. So this is the format of partner's capital account. So when you are making partner's capital account, all these entries which you are writing in appropriation account will be posted here in capital account. How to remember, students? It's very easy. This is interest on capital. This is partner's salary. This is partner's commission. All entries will go in partner's capital account on the opposite side. This you have written on the debit side. It will go on the credit side of partner's capital account. So you have already written by interest on capital, by partner's salary, by partner's commission. So it will come on the opposite side. Here it is debited in partner's capital. You will post it on the credit side with the respective amount. See, you have written A ka amount, you have written B ka amount. So A ka amount you write it in A ka column mein, and B ka amount you write it in B ka column mein. Am I clear with this? Likewise for salary, A ka salary amount, B ka salary amount, you put it in A ka column and B ka column. Am I clear with the posting? It's very easy on the opposite side. Now, your 4th entry, interest on drawing. This will go on the opposite side of partner's capital. See, I have already recorded this. Interest on drawing. It is on the debit side. A ka interest on drawing, B ka interest on drawing. Write it respectively in the column of A and B. Am I clear? So all these 4 entries, you are going to post it in partner's capital account on the opposite side. Remember, on the opposite side. Am I clear with this? Now, you know the totaling. This is my difference amount. This is my difference amount. To do the totaling of both the side, big total both the side. And if your debit side total is small, difference will come on the debit side. What to write? You will write it as profit transferred. And this difference amount you will have to divide among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio. I'll explain this later, how to divide this amount. Likewise, when you do totaling, it may be possible that your credit side total is less. So difference will be on the credit side. If your credit side total is less, your difference is this. And if it is on the credit side, you will write by loss transferred. Again, this amount you have to divide among A and B in their profit sharing ratio. Understood? This is how you will do the totaling. And loss transferred, after distributing it, you will put it on the opposite side. Say I have written by to profit and loss, appropriation account, net loss, and this is distributed amount. Likewise, if it is a difference on the debit side, you will write it as profit transferred and you will post it on the opposite side. See, I have written already here. By P&L appropriation account, net profit, profit amount of both the partners. Am I clear? Let's see how to distribute this now. Suppose I got difference of 10,000. Now I want to divide this 10,000 between partner A and B. Now how to divide this amount between the partners? Suppose profit sharing ratio is given to you as 3:2. What is the profit sharing ratio given to you? 3:2. So I want to divide this between A and B in the ratio 3:2. Tell me total of the ratio. 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. So you divide your difference amount 10,000 by 5. So if you divide, tell me what will be your answer, students? It will be 2,000. Now multiply this with 3 and 2. You will get the respective amount for A and B. So 2,000 into 3 is 6,000. 2 2s are 4,000. So here you are going to write it as 6,000 and 4,000 and your difference is 10,000. This is how you will distribute among the partners in profit sharing ratio and you have to post it on the opposite side. Am I clear? So this is how you do the totaling of appropriation account. In partners capital account, this is capital balance of the partners. This will be given to you in the question. You will write it on the credit side by balance brought down. A का capital A के column में, B का capital B के column में. So this is how you are going to record capital in partners capital account on the credit side. I am giving you a trick to remember. Capital on the credit side, CC, capital credit. This way you will never make a mistake of writing it on the other side. So CC, capital credit, and drawings will be given to you in the question. So drawings, you will write it on the debit side, DD. So this is a shortcut, DD, drawing, debit, capital credit, CC, DD. So this way you will record capital and drawings. After recording capital and drawing, these are all posting which you have recorded from appropriation account. Now rest is very simple. After writing the entries, do the totaling. A ka total, first you do it, you will get the difference on the debit side. It has to be on the debit side because capital always have credit balance. That's the reason when you do totaling, your difference must be here on the debit side. And what to write? To balance carried down. You will write it as to balance carried down. Likewise, for B ka totaling. B ka totaling you do, credit side total will always be big, minus this total and you get the difference. You write it as balance carried down in the same line. Now these differences you write it in balance sheet. Where to write these differences in? You write it in balance sheet on the liability side. We have done that balance sheet ka format in the previous video. There I have written partners capital account. So these are the balances which you put it in balance sheet liability side. Am I clear with the student with this concept? Thank you, students. Well.